Hello from the exciting world of 1942. We are watching England team up randomly.
Howdy. How's it going, eh? Going ahead, Ender. I didn't ruin anything. You stopped. Keep going.
We're going right now.
We're frozen.
He's frozen with suspense. We are going to be watching Casablanca, 1942, Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid
Bergman.
Okay. And I guess Pixel is joining us again.
Okay. I literally just jumped on to say hey and see. You guys have not seen this movie. This is the whole thing, right?
No, I have not seen it.
Wow. You're in for a treat. You really are. This is well, I saw that you guys watched Creature from the Black Lagoon, which I grew up with. That's it was actually filmed in Florida. I used to live right next to the springs that it was filmed at. This one, however, this hit me. This is a really good movie. Very well acted. I'm amazed it lost the Oscar to How Green Was My Valley. But yeah, one of the best love stories ever told.
How Green Was My Valley? Was there one called How Blue Is My Ocean?
Yeah, and yeah, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, how red is my volcano lava? So it was the nature trilogy. Yeah.
How yellow is my sand?
Exactly.
In the up north, how yellow is my snow?
Yeah.
No.
You guys are going to be for a treat. I even saw it's on HBO. It's streaming on HBO. So I figured, you know what? I can't stay with you guys for the whole thing. I can't actually do it because I got to get ready for tomorrow night. But I just wanted to say, good luck on this one. I really am looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say, because if you don't like this one, you're fired.
Okay, good to know. Our careers are
seriously.
He comes in our show to threaten us until
I know that's why I came in to throw some muscle around. You either like this one or else. No, I actually got I love this movie so much. Even though I had the DVD and the Blu-ray, I found for not so expensive the deluxe box set that had baggage tags and a travel pouch that you could put all your important papers in. So when I went to Thailand, I hold on just a sec. I'll show you.
He's going to show us. This is one of those rare occasions where England team has decided to join us. I think this is his first time guest starring on our show.
So when I went to this came with it. It's a little Casablanca. It actually says Casablanca. It's a little Casablanca travel bag and such that came with the movie. And
so it is Casablanca, not Blanca.
It's Casablanca. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Blanca. It's a real place.
Or Casablanca. I know, like quesadilla. Casablanca. Blanco.
Yeah. So it. Yeah, and I've kept this. It's actually kind of getting dusty, but I kept all of this. This is all the, and there's baggage tags that go with it. Here's a little Casablanca passport holder and everything. So cool. Yeah, I went freaking nuts for this movie, and I was like, you know what the hell? I love this movie so much. I'll get the travel stuff. But always I had this on me as well inside my pouch.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get to that. How do I make you?
At least Professor Pixel is going to know what this is and what it means.
All right. Cool.
Professor, you know what that is right there, right?
It's grape soda.
No. It's the pin that Ellie had from Up and she gave to
Now, I used to have all my tickets here. I think, did I put them in I used to have all my tickets saved. And I counted at one time, and it was like while I was there, I ended up spending.
You were there? You were in Casablanca in 1942?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was there. Yeah. I'm a lot younger than I look.
Wow.
I was just, while I'm holding this, I was looking through it, see what I have in here. This is something I think I need to throw away.
Hey, I have food in here. It's so good. It's like I have eaten Elma Joy.
No,
this Big Newton should still be good.
This is all my contact numbers in Thailand. So if I so if
Go ahead, hold them up. See if there's any still working.
This is all my contact numbers in Thailand. So if I ever got lost or in trouble, I could call somebody. I did not remember that I had this in there. This
coming
is
soon. Yeah. Coming soon to a future stream. We'll be calling those numbers. Prank calling them.
Yeah. Do you know how much that would cost for each of these? No, thank you. But it is something I think I need to throw away because
we'll use the WhatsApp. It's free.
Yeah. I don't think this would be something easily explained because there are certain, there are names on here that would not make a happy wife. So anyway, once again, Casablanca, it's awesome. So awesome. I bought the merchandise. So I hope you guys enjoy, man.
Yeah, but you didn't get the trench coat or the fedora cap.
That's right. You failed.
No, I had a trench coat and a fedora hat. It's just my head's too big for the trench coat.
I understand it. You got the whole you got the whole bad grim thing going. You're at the thing. You can't wear the hat.
Right. All righty. So you guys, as always say, kick back, relax, get that party started. I'll talk to you guys later. Have fun.
Have a good night. Later. All right, that was the exclusive rare Ingleton that appears in the wild in Grace our show. All right.
It was a rare experience. I hope you all enjoyed it. Now to get back to the intro. Hello, I am Professor Pixel, and above me is Dr. Venkman. We are coming from the exciting world of 1942 to bring you this exclusive film, Casablanca. Sorry, classical radio. I know it's Blanca, but the old radio voice, it calls for certain things. Like I just said, I'm Professor Pixel. This is the real Dr. Venkman, except no substitutes. And today we are watching Casablanca.
All right, episode 4.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little excited. We've watched a couple movies. We're going into this. It's Bogart. I'm a huge Bogart fan. I watched Treasure Sierra Madre, Key Largo, African Queen. I just watched Dark Passage. Did a review on that a couple weeks ago in the video. It's on here on the same channel. So check it out if you haven't watched it. So for no further ado, we're watching this on HBO Max. So if you want to, whenever you're ready, Mr. Pixel.
That's right. Just warning, we are going 9 minutes in. So go ahead, sync up, and we are starting in 3, 2, 1. We're looking upon a map of Africa. Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, their names come up, and Casablanca, right there.
Claude Rains.
I think. Peter Lorre.
Claude Rains. He's from The Werewolf.
Oh, was he? Who did he play?
Father.
Really?
Pretty sure.
I didn't remember that.
Pretty sure. I'll double check right now, but I'm pretty sure.
So.
He was also the Invisible Man.
Okay. That's neat. Now, to prepare for this film, Ingrid Bergman watched the movie, what's it called? Oh, no. Oh, the Maltese Falcon from 1941.
There we go. The globe floating with the fog.
Yep. And we have an intro.
Talking about the World War II going on, Sam. So a torturous refugee from Paris to the Maze. And we're showing how refugees are going through France, across the Mediterranean, going all over by Spain, all the way down to the Spanish Morocco.
By foot or auto.
Yeah, the cats in French Morocco.
Is that the thing?
Yes, if you want to know where this movie takes place, if you're playing Assassin's Creed, it's the same thing. It literally looks that way.
Wait and wait and wait. That's what they're telling us. And now we see a monkey.
That was a person.
No, gosh, no.
I know. All right, so we're getting these the war effort here. You know, guy reporting about 2 German officers were murdered.
Indeed.
So they got their. It seems like they got their own little warning systems when the Germans come in. They quick hide. So little French resistance. Now people are getting arrested by the Germans. I assume those are Germans, right? No, those are Italians.
I don't think these are. Look Spanish for the armbands. No. All right. So the police are asking this one man for his papers that expired 3 weeks ago, and he's running. He has to get away.
Oh, and he just got shot running away. Right in front of the, I guess would be the dictator? Mussolini? Oh.
No, I don't think so.
Not sure the guy is. Oh, okay. They found on his paper, they killed him. They found he's suspected of being a freedom fighter. He had pamphlets that says Free France in his back pocket.
Free the revolution.
And now we got all the rich people who are there.
Just watching the chaos.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what's going on over there?
Let me hold out my pinky. Oh, a little taste of murder. How exciting.
Do be a good gent and fetch me my card. They all have the pencil mustaches too, which is really weird. It must have been the style back then. Yes. Or these drawn on for Hollywood.
Yep. Now they're calling the refugees scum. An amusing little fellow. Oh.
Doesn't have his wallet.
It was stolen. Alrighty. Now we see a plane.
Plane flying over. What's scary about that too, because they don't know if after hearing about Britain getting bombed.
Oh yeah.
Whenever a plane flies. Or are these people just trying to get on a plane, get out of there, go home, United States?
Oh, there it is. There's the Nazi symbol.
No.
Nazis. Fun fact. Most of the Nazis in this movie were actually German Jews who fled the country.
The funny part of that is you said fun fact. You said the Nazi symbol. I was like, that's not fun.
I mean, I'm sorry. Fine. A fact of the movie is most of the people who played the Nazis in this movie.
So now the Nazis are saluting all of the where they are in Morocco. They're all basically kissing the butt of the Nazis. Because their whole thing about there in the Casablanca is they're supposed to be like in a safe zone. I guess they thought. But they also did, they're all about making money. These would be your I don't want to go into politics really, but these would be your ones that they would side with the enemy just so they can make profit. But a lot of them didn't want to die, but they figured like, you know what? If we kiss their butts, they won't hurt us.
And that's pretty fair.
Now we got Rick's Cafe, American. All right, and I'm assuming we're gonna meet Humphrey Bogart in this soon. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he owns the establishment, or maybe he's just in here as a patron. Patron, not Patreon.
Patreon. That's right. This is the first Patreon. No, as a patron. I believe.
And they
Rick's
have
Cafe was one of the few original sets built for the film. The rest were all recycled from other Warner Brothers productions.
all right.
due to
Now we got
restrictions on building supplies.
Now it's a little different here. Now we got a black person here. Basically, at that time, remember, a lot of people were racist back then. Now having him playing the piano, having a good time, he's surrounded by a bunch of white people. So I don't know if they're changing this, because remember, different countries are different. Not America was different. We had slave stuff. Yeah. Other countries had different freedom things. So it's kind of interesting to see a black man in there and nobody saying, "Hey, get away from my white woman," you know. But maybe that wasn't part of the script or whatever. But this is Hollywood. Hollywood likes to change things. It doesn't, you know. Well, but like I said, you know, I like the fact, you know, that this old time stuff like this, the 1940s. The 40s to me is the ideal place to live. But except for World War II. I mean,
except for the war.
I know. I love the culture though. I mean, aside from slavery, I don't care for slavery whatsoever. Who you are, what color you are, what nation you are from. But I do love, like, everything was so simple back then. You had your big band, you had your radio stuff. There was no TV then. There was no, you word of mouth. You read newspapers. That's basically how you get information. But so right now we just got a guy who's like basically going around and he's talking to different people. He's giving a drink. It looks more like he's gossiping.
Watching old movies, the large guy that was just talking, he's in a ton of old movies. He was a very...
All right, now. All right, we got a guy there playing chess.
We don't got a guy. We got the guy. We got the guy. There he is, sitting there.
Do we?
Oh, yeah.
And who might that be, sir?
Humphrey Bogart.
There you go.
Warner Brothers claimed that people of 34 nationalities worked on this film.
Oh. So how's the guys playing? Because
so I was wrong.
They want them in.
Rick is in fact the owner of the bar, and Rick being Humphrey Bogart.
Yes.
The angry.
They wouldn't let him in the bar. This guy's upset. He's going to report.
Mm-hmm.
Now some guys bothering him, questioning his methods. He's this guy, what? And I love this interchange between them. He's like, what's it to you? You think I don't know what I'm doing? It's like, and this guy, he always reminds me of Steve Buscemi. Hey guys, how's it going?
You don't know who this guy is?
No, offhand, I do not know him. He looks familiar, and I know I've seen him before. I just don't know his name.
I mean, of course you've seen him before. What's his name? His name is... Peter Lorre. We pointed him out earlier. Peter Lorre.
Okay, Peter Lorre.
Yes. He talks like this.
He's the first column. Hey, how's it going, senor? I think of that like he's out of what's it called? Speedy Gonzalez cartoon.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah. I know. So anyway, all right. So what are they talking about, Mr. Pixel?
What are they talking about? Are you not paying attention to what they're talking about?
Well, for the people who are watching at home. He's giving him an envelope.
He is. He's saying these letters cannot be questioned. Peter Lorre is saying that he has many friends, but there are some that despise him. Yeah, that sounds like... So he's trying to get some people into the bar. if anybody asks for Peter Lorre, he'll be there.
So basically, he wants people to come in to get more business for him. Oh.
So he's trying to get some letters through, and Rick is saying, but I've heard some Germans are trying to get some letters of transit through here.
These French resistant spies had him on their hands. There we go. Who is this guy singing, though? That's got a song about the piano player.
The guy singing is... I'm going to feel like an idiot in a minute. Knock on wood. Here it is.
Julie Wilson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Steal my thunder.
All right. Best remembered as Sam in the film Casablanca, as he performed the scene called As Time Goes By. Yeah. So basically, he was a drummer and singer that led his own band during the 1920s, touring nightclubs in London and Paris.
Yep.
Born April 3rd, 1886, and then shortly died in 1953.
Jeez.
I'm not sure I said shortly, but yeah, after this movie.
It's
this
crazy.
movie is 1942, but yeah. He was old. He was older.
Yeah. So this guy's coming up, and he basically looks like John Goodman's father.
He does.
He's saying,
like
so
80s John Goodman.
A little cafe here, and Humphrey Bogart is looking at him and says, "Not for sale."
All right. That guy is played. It's Sidney Greenstreet.
Yes. I have the name too. He really does look like he could be John Goodman's father, though.
He's more like the guy from Boss Hogg with with Goodman. There we go. Ingrid Bergman.
Yep, this lady was. Sorry, not this lady.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she was. But that isn't what I was saying.
And here she's trying to get with him. Like, where were you last night? He's like, I heard plants. And she's drunk.
So Humphrey Bogart is trying to get her out of the bar.
She's causing a scene.
Mm-hmm. And this is the lady who I said watched the Maltese Falcon many times to prepare for her role with Humphrey Bogart here.
So anyway, she's making a scene because he's busy with business and he doesn't want to cause attention. Here we go, Claude Rains.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Lewis. Now he's saying, he's like, hey, maybe I should call your girlfriend. I'll get on the rebound.
and Humphrey Bogart just came in and said, when it comes to women, you're a real Democrat.
Oh.
Major Italian victory.
Now they're looking at the screen. You can tell it's a picture screen. Now he's the Claude Rains, he's like, dude, you probably want to go on that plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, he's like, yeah, Claude Rains' character. He's like, why do you say? I always often imagine why you don't want to go back to America. Why you came here? It's like, did you run off a senator for his wife, or did you kill a man?
He's saying he just came for the waters.
Yeah. So some guy just won a bunch of money now. He said he needs the money.
Mm-hmm.
Gambling. Going back inside.
So in 2007,
that girl is really into that piano player. She's been there the whole entire movie so far, just sitting there smiling. That's her part.
Hey,
just look pretty and just be like, oh.
Hey, he's got that voice, man. He's got that ability.
It's musicians, man, back then.
So the first shot of Rick that we saw was him playing chess, a personal favorite game of Humphrey Bogart's.
So now Claude Rains saying about when the head German guy officer comes here, I'm going to make my arrest and do stuff now, and I'll look good in front of him.
That's what he's hoping for.
Now they're gonna drink some brandy. All right. Try not to. This movie's so good. I'm just watching it. I'm like, I remember I gotta talk.
It's hard. It's hard to talk through something that
you've got subtitles.
Yes. I'm sorry. So what they're saying is that he said his name like 15 times, and Claude Rains. He's saying that we know a lot of visas are sold here, but we know you've personally never sold any visas, which is why we allow you to remain open.
Nope.
So they're making a bet right now. About two people that have been chased basically by the Nazis this entire time. And so Claude Rains is hoping to catch him here in Casablanca. Laszlo. What an old name is that? Laszlo.
I wonder if now speculation, I'm wondering if Humphrey Bogart is the guy that Claude Rains is looking for, the spy.
Wouldn't that be funny? Might be.
Because you said the guy might be here, that he might be here with a woman.
Yep.
So they're looking for a guy named Laszlo. He's talking about. He is. Claude Rains. Claude Rains says, like, you don't understand me, Ricky, my boy. In Casablanca, I am my own authority. I don't answer to anybody. And then the guy walks in and he's like, yeah, the German officer's here. He's like, oh, crap. He's like, you were saying?
Yeah. What we can see here, faithful viewers that made it this long, is Bingman trying to talk, but at the same time being engrossed by the movie. Damn it, England team! Why'd you have to be right?
It is a great movie. I'm just loving it
already.
Hey, look, they're smoking indoors.
That's right. That's
outrage.
You wouldn't see.
Outrage.
Nowadays.
I don't care where you're from. No smoking indoors. Someone needs to cancel these people.
So right now, Claude Rains is with Conrad Veidt.
Yep. Yep. Sydney screen suit there, and then we got our guy's name again. Peter Lorre. Sorry.
Peter Lorre, the guy talking like this. Hello. And
they're watching him.
Yep, and he was running.
He ran.
Yep, he's on Zort and trying. Oh crap! He's shooting back at.
He's got a gun. Everything.
Yep, and Peter Lorre went up and was like, "Help me! Help me!
You must hide me, hide!
Help me, please!" And Rick is saying, "I stick my head out for nobody."
Now he's there saying like, everybody's outside, like sit down, relax. It's like classic. It's always trope with all the classic movies. Whenever something happens, like go back. Like okay, whatever. It's kind of like Ghostbusters when he's banging on the window, help me, and then they go back to eating. Now he's joining the German officer. Yeah.
So
Major strong.
So now the Major is asking Rick some questions.
He asked him what his nationality. He's like, oh, I'm a German.
No, he said I'm a drunkard.
I know. That's not better.
Yours wasn't better. It was funny.
All right. Oh, they're asking about New York about invading. He's like, and Rick's like, I made it, General. There's a lot of things you probably in parts of New York I would basically not invade. It wouldn't end so well.
Yep. And now he's asking. Now the Major was asking, who do you think will win the war? But Rick is doing his best to dodge it.
Well, now they know it. The Giants basically, I know who you are. I know why you left, but you're not a threat to us. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's like, I don't care if Laszlo goes or comes, and the General's like, well, you don't care about the Fox. He's like, not particularly,
Yep, he's saying he doesn't really care. He's just trying to make a living.
Yeah, so they're talking about how Laszlo slipped through their finger, German officers in Paris. Yeah. But he's like, Rick's like, I'm done talking politics. I'm interested in running my saloon, so.
So Claude Rains is saying, see, Major, there's nothing to worry about. Oh, so a man just came in with a woman.
And, who is Rick's woman.
That's right. And this is Ingrid Bergman.
Yeah. What's funny is the piano player notices
before, who was the one that was kicked out of the bar.
That wasn't her. That's someone else.
That was Madeleine LeBeau. This
that was.
Is Ingrid Bergman. And I apologize to Ingrid Bergman because, damn.
Hey, I'm sorry. They're both beautiful women.
They have that classic charm. Man just came up and said,
yeah, she looks like she's about like 19, 20.
So this man just came up and offered a ring, and it's a cross with a double bearing right here.
Yeah.
And so until that moment where he actually saw the ring, Laszlo was like, no. And then he sees it, and he's like, oh, yes, I'm very interested, in the ring. So the police came up to Laszlo, and he said, Claude Rains is saying, I am with the police. I'm here to welcome you here.
That is Paul Henry, Victor Laszlo.
Laszlo was his name,
He wasn't first, though. He was Laszlo.
So
now Claude Rains is bothering them, the couple there. He's very nosy, as always. And he's doing it because he clearly has a thing for Ingrid Bergman. I don't blame him.
A little bit. I don't blame him either. But he was just saying, Laszlo was just saying, your most expensive champagne. And Claude Rains was like, oh, it's very convenient. They bring the bill. I tear up the bill. It's very convenient. Claude Rains going back to the Major. Or no, the Major's coming to the table, introducing him to Laszlo and Ingrid Bergman. Chickenova.
Yeah, she looks nervous.
Yep. So, oh, you can feel the tension in the room.
Yeah.
The Major is saying,
Claude Rains is short.
yeah, Claude Rains is short. Little man. So they both leave now.
Yeah.
And Claude Rains. Okay. Laszlo saying, this time they're really trying to stop me.
There you go.
Now I see a woman singing in Spanish with a guitar on her.
That is Joy Page, I believe.
And the piano player is just in there and he's watching. What a lady.
There we go. That's, I believe that guy just showed is John Quaylen.
So Laszlo is saying, I must find out what Berger knows.
Yep. So Berger is the one that showed up with the cross thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the piano player, he must know them. He must know what's going on. No. Not now.
So,
they're yeah.
So apparently he escaped a concentration camp.
And they're talking about, I imagine, gold, right?
Could be. That's what they were talking about earlier.
The ring, yeah, the ring, huh? It's nice. He talks about, yeah.
So
they're planning out where they're gonna meet the next night. He's somewhere, and Berger's somewhere to go.
But they're being interrupted.
Yep. Well, and she's freaking out a little bit.
Kind of understandable. I mean, you're being chased by Nazis.
Yeah.
Claude Rains was a non-smoker. In most of his scenes, he is smoking a cigarette. He never inhales, however, using a trick the trick of drawing the smoke into his mouth, holding it for a moment, and then puffing it out without ever drawing it into his lungs. That's neat.
Yeah. No, she knows. Well, she knows who Sam is apparently. So, and she's sing one of those songs.
Yep. Apparently, Sam was a character they considered making a woman.
Oh, she asked about Rick.
Oh. So she's she's asking about Sam. Or not Sam, sorry, Rick. And Sam.
Oh, so she knows Rick. Oh my gosh. And he's telling her to like hey, stay away from your bad luck, use for him, you know. And she wants him to play the song. And he's like, oh. Now she's singing.
Well, no, she's humming. She's trying to get the tune for Sam. And now Sam is singing. You just don't get things like this anymore. You don't get scenes like this anymore.
Sad songs like this. This is stuff you listen to the radio. I mean, old piano songs from the 20s and the 30s.
She's sitting there listening.
Oh, here comes Bogart walking in.
And here comes Rick. He walks in and he's hearing the song. And I think...
Oh, he's angry.
He said, never play it again. But now she's looking at him with tears in her eyes. And Rick is looking at her. And now Sam's getting out of the way. I'm going to get out of here real fast. How do you do?
Yeah, you know, he's like, we took from Rick. He's like, yeah, those two are like locking eyes like horns.
Yeah, you can. Like I said, the tension.
Oh my gosh! Cut it.
It's so thick you can cut it with a knife.
Oh, she's still hung up on him, and I can't tell if the guy she's with, Mr. Laszlo, has a thing for her, or if he's just, you know, working together with her. But and he's talking about the day that they left.
Mm-hmm.
Clint Reed's saying, Rick, you become quite human. I thank the lady for that.
Oh, so Rick has taken the check and he's like, I got this. It is his bar.
Yeah.
So.
Man. Oh, that guy, Laszlo's just like hitting my girl. All right. So Laszlo wants to know who is that guy, and she's like, and he's like, who is that? He's like, well, she's like, I can't really say much about Rick. We saw him a couple times in Paris.
Mm-hmm. So Paul Henreid, who plays Laszlo, did not get on well with his fellow actors. He considered Humphrey Bogart a mediocre actor, while Ingrid Bergman considered Henreid a prima donna.
Well, that explains the tension in that scene, because that's probably real. All right.
Right. Now he's sitting alone in the bar. Middle of the night. Yeah, Sam comes in. Boss.
All right. Yeah, he's surprised he's drinking. Sam's like, are you going to bed? Or to put you to bed? Never going to bed? Like, no, no. And Sam's like, well, I ain't sleeping either.
Sam wants to leave and get him out of there. And Rick is like, no.
I think because Sam knows what this lady did to him. And now he got messed up his life. So
Sam knows that
She's bad
trouble.
news. Yep. And he's already drinking. He's more than 3/4 of a bottle gone. All the bars in all the world, she has to walk into mine. I watched Stop. I don't know what to talk about.
And right now he's saying, I bet they're asleep all over America.
I'll stand on this bridge and I'll say there'll never be another Bogart. I don't care who to say. The way he does, the way he captures things.
Yeah, just in this and Dark Passage, which we saw recently, those are some great films, and they're sticking, man. There's a reason why he's a classic.
So now he wants Sam to play that song. He's like saying, well, I don't want Marvel to play. He's like, bullshit, play it.
Sam does his best to try to keep it from him.
All right.
You can see it in Rick's eyes. It's haunting him. And so he takes a drag of it, his cigarette.
And exhales.
You can see the tears building up in his eyes.
And now we're getting a flashback.
It's the last time you got a flashback.
Him driving in the car in front of his screen with Ingrid Bergman in there.
You don't have to point out that it's a screen, man.
Putting his arm around her, she's snuggled up in the car, getting a little cozy.
So here's a fun fact.
Going to his place, get a little tail.
You were talking about how they were smoking in the bar.
Yeah.
The cigarette smoke seen in the cafe is not all from cigarettes. Stagehands sprayed smoke off screen from some sort of handheld device.
Now he's smoking in their little hotel room, pouring her champagne.
So
they said no questions. He wants to know who she is. There's no questions. This is great. So basically, what I'm thinking, here's looking at you, kid. So he takes the drink, dancing. I'm thinking that she was a spy this whole entire time. When he met her, she fell in love with him, but then she couldn't stay with him, and so she had to leave.
Oh,
that's what I'm assuming. Don't know yet, but the little disco ball on top.
Yep. It's classic, not anything. Look. She says, Frank, for your thoughts. So, Joan Allison always envisioned Clark Gable as Rick, who, to quote, was my concept of a guy that I would like. I hated Humphrey Bogart. I thought he was a common drunk. Wow, these people did not like Bogart.
Who said this?
Joan Allison.
I'm not sure who that is. I'll have to look it up.
What did she do in the movie? She had to do something. Cast and crew. And now they show a kid.
Yeah. Paris. And now here comes the war and stuff. Now Germans coming in.
She's one of the people that wrote the film. No.
Getting some more war footage reel. Parisville newspapers.
It's that day he was talking about.
Yeah.
The Germans wore gray and you wore blue. They're talking in French, but we get the gist of what they're saying.
Yeah.
The Germans.
He's on the blank list, so.
Mm-hmm.
So if you find out your record, you'll be able to stay here. So apparently he did something. They still haven't said what he did.
Nope.
Now we're back to the hotel.
Fun. Sam is coming up right here, and
or the bar. So yeah.
Julie Wilson was in fact the only member of the cast to ever actually have visited the city of Casablanca.
Yeah, he pretty much lived there. All right, now she's back again. He's pouring her a drink while he's singing again.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Singing that song. So, Bogart just said he wants us to drink this bottle and then 3 more. He says he'll water his gardens with champagne before he lets the Germans drink it. Now the Germans are there. She wore blue and they wore gray.
So he had a little restaurant bar in Paris.
Yep. Bogart saying his German's a little rusty.
She's saying it's Gestapo out there.
And I think you're right, because she knows she must be a spy. Humphrey Bogart is only 5'8". At no point is there a close-up shot of his full body.
And then he died in 57, right?
He didn't even make it to his height.
Died from smoking. Cancer. You're holding each other, bracing there, and then you hear cannon fire. He knows the sound 35 away. He knows basically. He's smart.
He's saying, go ahead, drink up. We'll never finish it, or we'll never finish the other 3. So Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, and Paul Henreid later reprised their roles for a radio performance on the CBS. This fact is written wrong. On the CBS radio program, The Screen Guild Players.
She said she'll meet me at the station because she's got things to do, people to talk to before she leaves.
And so,
and he said, he proposed, why don't we get married? And she's too far ahead to plan.
Yeah, because he said, why don't we get married?
She
has to leave, and she doesn't want to tell him.
Yeah.
She says, I love you so much.
Yep. So that you keep us apart. Wherever they put you. Whatever that be wanted to know. And then he kisses her.
Is she saying a kiss as if it were the last time?
Mm.
Jeez. And they just spill good champagne.
That's okay. They get to the second ones faster.
I'm not crying. You're crying. No.
So they're all getting the train. Here he is in his classic trench coat, raincoat, with his hat on. It's raining, soaking.
She's never coming, man. She's never coming.
Sam's like, yeah. She checked out the hotel, and a note came after he left. But she's not showed up.
Richard, I
I cannot go with you whenever see you again. Who you're the must ask why. Just believe that I love you and for my darling, and God bless you, Elsa.
Oh man,
he got ghosted. Well, at least he get ghosted. She gave him a letter.
yeah.
See, back in the day, you got closure.
That's right. You couldn't just ghost people. Man.
And he just threw the letter on the ground.
Flashback over, and he spilled his.
And he is drunk. Look at the bottle. Like, look at it. Oh.
Is it? There she is. She's there.
And he's drunk as it is.
Yeah. She does.
I say my first week they have with you. Have a drink. He's upset. Like, why'd you come to Casablanca? So I wouldn't come if you don't hear him. Oof.
So.
Oh, he's laying on thick. He's like just guilt tripping her.
He's. Oh, man.
She's like, I cut days. Like, I come to every single one of them. Even the last one. Guys, standing in the rain at the train station.
Also, for people watching, we are at 49 minutes and 30 seconds.
Pretty much halfway through.
So
she's giving a little story.
Yep.
And she's describing him, how he made her life better.
And now she has tears welling up in her eyes.
I heard a story once. I heard another story.
And Humphrey Bogart saying that I guess neither one of our stories are very funny. So he's saying flat out, who'd you leave me for? Was it Laszlo or somebody else? And she's just getting
and won't even tell him. And now he's passed out drunk. With a cigarette in his hand on his table. That's not great.
Sam's there.
Well, they're trying to find the letters of Transka, and he thinks that no.
Mm-hmm.
And the German officer is like, I bet you Rick has the letters. And like Claude Rains like, he doesn't have them.
If he did,
yeah,
it would be far more difficult to get.
Yeah, Mr. Laszlo and Ingrid are now going to their station. I don't like that outfit though on her though.
No, that's weird.
It's like, are you becoming a pirate? Join the Navy? The striped shirts, the white with the stripes on it, under a normal.
You know, we watched the Black Lagoon last week, and this is also on 1001 movies you should see before you die. On the
really?
list. Yep. It's probably way up there. So the Major's saying, you may be here indefinitely. So the Major's basically telling Laszlo, you tell us where the leader of this underground movement is, and you can leave. Pardon me. So, geez, this movie's too good.
I know, right?
We're supposed to be talking.
I know. I'm watching. Just your job, not mine. Oh, okay.
We've gotten this far. Let's just forget it. No. So he, Laszlo is saying, you won't dare try to interfere with me escaping here. This is unoccupied France.
All right. They're interrogating about the talk about the message he has for, I believe Laszlo has for Rick, I believe.
So Uganti was Peter Lorre, which they killed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They got him and killed him.
So they suspect him as being spies, but they can't do anything about it. Another visa problem is coming up.
All right, we get a shot of the city.
Yep.
We're going through. Signor Ferrari. Now we see the blue parrot where Rick has a girl.
There you go.
Signor Ferrari. Oh, that's Sydney Greenstreet. Ferrari. Hello, Ferrari. And Rick is there. John Goodman is just shaking his hand. So, what's his name? Ferrari.
Yeah.
Ferrari is upset that Peter Lorre is dead because he knew where the letters
Yep. This is for those who don't know what we're talking about. This is Sydney Greenstreet. The guy who looks like John Goodman's father, a great grandfather. All right. And now they're just watching. Hey, Dilala Landre.
So, Ferrari saying, "Don't be a fool. You need a partner." You're basically saying, "You need me."
Yeah. So he just told the other guy, Laszlo, talk to Ferrari.
And now Rick is going up to.
Rick's telling, to Ingrid and saying, like, you've been cheated. This guy's trying to sell you stuff.
Yeah. And he's apologizing for being drunk last night. Ilsa. We have to remember her name in this is Ilsa.
Yep.
Because and And Rick is saying, I'm completely sober. You can tell me why you didn't meet me.
And she doesn't want to.
And he's saying, I think I'm entitled to know. She's saying to Rick, I knew in Paris, I could tell him such things. But this Rick that looks at me with such hatred, I can't tell him.
So
he's saying that you don't want to be with me because it would have been life on the run. But it wouldn't be that way. Now I have a place I've settled.
Yep.
Oh, she's just said.
She's his husband.
She's saying that Laszlo is her husband and has been since before they met.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Ferrari says, as the leader of all things criminal here in Casablanca, what a way to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
As a crime lord.
Yep.
So
basically, the whole plot is they're trying to get out of Casablanca.
Mm-hmm. But they are.
But Germans are after them, because they're watching Visa closely, and they suspect them of being spies. So, yeah.
She said, if the situation were different, if the situation were different and there was only one visa, would you take that and leave me here? And he said yes. So basically, Ferrari's going to try to help him out because of her. But so he was offering only one. So
now the guys ask about the transcript letters.
Mm-hmm. And he's saying that the letters were not found on Ugati. And that Ugati might have left them with Rick. And he also said, I don't know why I'm telling you this, because it doesn't profit me in any way. But now we leave John Goodman just smoking.
It's killing flies. Burger.
Why does that waiter have my hair?
And your mustache too.
And my mustache too. Oh, that's nice. Thanks.
So he pickpocketed him, took his wallet.
That poor guy. He just gets pickpocketed everywhere. See, that's also a little bit fun. They always try to make some funny element in it, and that is SZ. It's a call. I don't know. So the Claude Rains is back talking to Rick.
And and Bogart's like, dude, hey, we just barely opened because all your men came here and overturned my whole entire cafe here. It's like we barely opened up because of you. So Rick's like, I'm sick of this.
Oh.
That was I know. Or Yvonne, yeah, he's like Yvonne shows up with a German outfit. He's like, and he says something. He's like, Claude Rains, like, so Yvonne went over to the enemy.
That person right there,
yeah,
Sasha, who she was talking to, got his part in this movie because he was drinking buddies with Humphrey Bogart.
This guy here?
I don't know. I think the bartender.
Oh.
Rick is saying, I don't like disturbances in my place. Either lay off the politics or get out.
The German Nazi's like an officer. He's like, see, you don't have any control because Rick broke up a fight. That you know, and he's mad because, well, Germans are they are. They think everyone's inferior. So I'm surprised, you know, they haven't like brought his gun out and just said, you know what, I don't care, I'm in charge. Pompous pricks.
So the major is saying it's too dangerous if you let him go, and it's too dangerous if you let him stay. Now the poor man who keeps getting pickpocketed is pouring some alcohol for his rich friends. A third glass. So they're trying to get to America, and that's their goal. And they're saying we're only going to speak English now, so that way we're settled in whenever we get there. So it's 10 o'clock, they're saying.
They speak horrible English, though.
Oh, absolutely. 10 much?
Who's that? Oh, who's this dame?
That's a good question. I want to know.
Who? Dame number 3. Underage.
Oh. So, the lady's coming up and saying, what kind of man is Captain, what's that name?
I think you have all the list names. Use your phone.
She was being, Claude Rains.
Yes.
That she's Claude Rains' wife, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm a little bit behind.
It's good. It's
So she's saying that they want to get to America because they don't want their children to grow up here.
Reynolds, yeah. So Reynolds, that's not her husband.
No.
Claude Rains is yeah. Claude Rains is Captain Reynolds. That's not her husband.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yan is her husband. Again, I was a little behind. Sorry.
All right, it's going through.
So
he's saying advice may go back to Bulgaria. Don't try to go to Europe or America.
Yep. He's saying that she's saying that her husband is such a boy in some ways. And Bogart's like, Everybody has their problems here in Casablanca, and moves on.
I just noticed that that Laszlo has a scar right above his eye.
Right here, yeah. And now he's playing Time Goes By again. So now we're over by a gambling table, roulette table.
There's a lot of people there in this movie that are uncredited.
Yeah, there's so many. So the man sitting at the table was like, "No, I guess not." And so Bogart leaned in and said, "Have you tried 22 yet?" Bogart's basically just helping him out.
Pretty much.
Still 22. And I guess that's the end right there.
Yeah.
And he's helping him get on out. What a man. What a man.
So he's basically letting him win a few stuff that we get money, get out of there.
Yep. And the girl comes up, hugs him. He said, "Just a lucky guy." And now the German man who's trying to get to America came up and said, "Mr. Rick, any way I can get you a cup of coffee?" So, right now, the man with my hair is saying, "No, it can't be true." And he went up to Rick and said, "I can't believe you did that. That's such a beautiful thing."
And the guy's upset because he wanted something too. Why do you fear my little romances, Ronaldo? What a creep.
So, what's his name? Claude Rains said, "Tomorrow I'll be in with a little blonde. I'll be very happy if she loses."
When Laszlo goes up to him, they bring him to the office. Yeah. And Laszlo wants basically Rick to help him get out of Casablanca.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "I don't care about politics around the world." Yeah.
The politics of the world are their own department. I'm just a saloon keeper.
Yeah, I love that. I love the lines again. Doesn't anybody strange? You're always finding on the side of the underdog. He's like, "Yeah, very expensive too. What do you want?"
This film takes place in June 1940 and December 1941.
Yep. So, ask your wife.
Uh-oh.
I was like, "Why would I ask my wife?" And then he's like, "Oh, why he won't help him? Because his wife."
The Germans downstairs have taken over the piano and are singing. And where's Sam? Show us Sam.
Sam's not over there.
I know, but I want to know where he is. Is he all right?
He's probably fine.
Early in the film, Victor Laszlo acquires a large scar over his right eye. The reason for the scar's existence is never addressed in the movie.
But no, hold on.
Oh.
Now they're playing the Americans patriotic song.
I think
because the Germans were playing their own Pride War songs. Now they're mad because the band's playing against them. Laszlo's like, screw them, the Germans.
Yeah, I think it's a French song.
Oh, wait, is it French?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez. There's Ingrid Bergman again sitting there. So throughout this movie, Ingrid Bergman never kisses Laszlo on the lips. It's always on the cheek.
Oh yeah.
It's hinted that that's to hide her true passion, which is for Rick.
Yeah. So beautiful fans. Now the Germans are upset. They're gonna go after Laszlo.
Wow, the major is saying,
What a
I
dick.
advise that you close it.
What a dick. See, at this point, I'll be like, oh, if something happens to the manager on the way outside, oh, well.
Yeah, Claude Rains doesn't want to close it, but he does.
Now Claude Rains like, you got to close this place, and I'm shocked. He's like, Rick's like, what can you close on the ground? He's like, I'm shocked. There's like gamma. He's like, it's the guy comes up the Claude Rains. He's like, sir, you're Wayne's here. He's like, oh, thank you very much. It's like, what the heck?
I'm shocked.
Now they're just he went up to Ingrid Bergman, the German officer, and they're basically discussing about France stuff.
So, wow, the major just said, you may have already observed that human life in Casablanca is cheap. I killed him. No, sorry. She asked what happened with Rick to Laszlo.
Yep. Now they're back in their place. They're being watched again.
Always being watched.
And Laszlo has to go to an underground meeting. She's telling him to play with them. Don't go there. I'm like, go there, because you're a dick, too.
So the song that basically overtakes this whole movie as time goes by was written years before the film was made. It was deemed not eligible for an Oscar.
I want to hear what you said to Rick. It's up to you all the time. First time listening to Pixel. So he's basically what he's saying now. He's like, hey, I need you to she asked him, what do you say to Rick? And he said to ask my wife. Now she's kind of playing shy, coy. Turn the lights off. So now you turn the light off, make it sound like they're going to bed so they can talk more. Whoa, when else can we go to the Were you alone in Paris? She already said yes.
Liar.
Yes. Then she lies again. Oh, she lied. She didn't tell him that she was with Rick.
Yep. Now she has tears in her eyes. And she's saying, because he just said, I love you very much. And she says, I know. She doesn't love him.
He's whipped. How can you not see?
She feels bad, but she doesn't love him.
She gonna kiss him on the lips?
No.
Oh, no. Victor, be careful. Kiss her on cheek again.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss number 16 on the cheek.
Yeah, she's never gonna kiss him on lips. I just said so. It's a spoiler fact.
I don't think she expected him to come back from the concentration camp.
I mean,
she moved on.
Concentration camp isn't a very good sign.
I know. I'm confused. Like, I thought it's a one-way ticket. I don't know. How do you get out?
No. It's not a one-way ticket. You go to a concentration camp, you pretty much get tortured and stuff until...
I said it's a one-way ticket to Auschwitz, bro. You're on a train.
But there are people who have escaped.
I know. And they didn't really say how he escaped, though.
By getting a scar over his right eye. So, this man is playing his maitre d', S.Z. Sikalski? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. Sakal. S.Z. Sakal. So he says goodnight to him, goes upstairs, go to bed. And there in his room is Ilsa. How'd you get in? He asks. he said that I said this morning you'd come around, but this little ahead of schedule.
And I was asking about he's like, you're not here because of the letters of transit. And she's begging.
So she's saying that it was your fight too. This fight against the Germans. She said you just fought in your own way, and he says, I just fight for myself now.
Yeah, he doesn't believe her. I was there. She's like, if you only knew the truth. He's like, I don't believe anything you'd say right now. Lie to me. Let's get your way. Want to feel sorry for yourself.
He's hurting.
Yeah, she's like, one woman has hurt you. You take the rest and do that. They're basically your wrath on the rest of the world. She's coming to call her and say he's weak. She's starting to cry. Dude, like.
She said, if you don't help
you don't help us, we're going to die. He's like, what of it? I'm going to die here. What's the difference? Oh, now she left. She's got a gun.
She'll do anything for those letters.
No, she's like, put them on the table. And he's the last time, put them on the table, Pixel. Put them on the table now.
No.
He's like, he walked right up there. He's like, go ahead, shoot me. I don't care.
You'll be doing me a favor. She's Now she has a single tear going down her face. Now he's starting to feel a little bad. Not just for himself now. He goes up, pulls her close.
Oh, now they're hugging. Kiss. Now you're gonna get a kiss now.
The day you left Paris, she says. And now they're just staring at each other.
You know how much I loved you on the day for Paris. How much I still love you.
And they kiss.
Oh!
We're watching something so gushy. God. It's so good.
It's the chick flick.
Oh, God.
Who do you rope me into, Pixel?
You're the one who talked. You said, did you ever watch Casablanca? No.
Now she's talking about her husband.
The Gestapo stopped him.
So yeah, she was lonely. She said that she had word that her husband had died, got shot when she escaped. Then she met him. Oh, Victor wanted it to secret that way. Yeah, they got some fun on his wife. They got to her. So that's what wanted everybody to protect her. That's why they just told. Not even all the closest friends knew that they're married.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so when they're gonna leave together, a friend came and told her that Victor's alive. That's why she stood him up.
Mm-hmm.
So it said that he needed her. Yeah, he's like, she said, if I would have told you, you would have stayed in Paris. You would have been arrested.
He's saying it's still a story without an ending. What about now? She's saying, I'll never have the strength to leave you again.
She wants to be with him.
Yep.
Yep. You have to think for both of us. Okay, you take off your clothes. We'll come to bed now.
I don't think that's what's going to happen.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
All right. That's a different kind of Casablanca.
My Blanca, your Blanca. Want to go?
All right. We watched two people running. Cars chasing them.
That's Lazo and the fat guy. He's the contact
Sakal.
for the underground. Yeah, the underground resistance. Wow.
He's saying that he will help him.
Now they're at the Casablanca.
Yep. Oh, it was.
And now he hears it too. They're outside. He doesn't know. He's like, "Who hits my ring?"
Rick is saying
let off
up and he goes down. Carl. He's telling him to put out the light in the back entrance that Sasha forgot to. So he really brought her. Take her home.
Yep.
Now he's going down, and I think Laszlo's right there.
Yep.
Yep. He's wrapping up his arm. I guess he got shot.
Well, he just said he was from a window. He got cut. Wasn't shot.
Okay, fine, fine. I thought he was wrapping up his arm. He's just wiping it off pretty much.
He's trying to wrap it, but he's doing a horrible job at it.
This is like the 4th time, right? It's more like he's just wiping it at this point.
Can you hold this while I wrap it around? Because
I'm failing on the camera right now.
obviously it must not be too bad because he's not. You don't see the pain on his face, and he's doing this.
He's dealing with that wound right there. So no flinching. Of course, he's not really cut. But.
She's out. Pixel.
Sorry.
Lazo just said, "I know there's something between you and my wife."
I did miss that.
Yeah. He wants his wife to be saved. He's asking you a favor.
He's saying to use the letters, take her away.
Yep. To let her leave.
To let her be happy.
Uh-oh. Comes the police.
Here comes the Nazis. No, it's just police. But
What? They get a warrant for his arrest with no charge.
he asked for a charge, but so there's Bogart talking to Claude Rains.
Now, they call him down, and they got Bogart and the police officer, and Connor is like, "We know you got the letters. You're helping out Laszlo." He's like, "Why would I want to do it?" You know.
And he's mostly joking about the 10,000 francs.
Yeah. No, so now he decided I'm leaving on the plane. I'm taking Elsa with me. I'm leaving Casablanca.
So he's saying we have the legal right to get out of here if we want, but people have been kept here against their legal rights. So
So he's saying, I'll con Laszlo and thinking I have the letters that way you can catch him in the act.
Yep.
And he can go back to the jail.
And so, geez, it's so hard to. It's so hard to talk while watching this.
I know it's.
So basically, he's saying, "I'm going to set him up. You'll be at my place half an hour before the plane leaves, and he'll be there for you to pick up." And what's his name? Claude Rains is saying, "I'm going to miss you."
Yeah, so Sam gets 25% of the profits. Yep. He's gonna leave the place to the John Goodman's father. Pickpocket Pete. No, it's kidding.
As long as the people still work, as long as it's open, and he's still just hitting bugs.
I know. It's
Closed by the orders. He has the transit letters to escape. Now there's a knocking at his door.
Is it Laz? It must be Laszlo. He's looking at his watch. Oh, what if it's not? What if it's a girl? Oh, let's run out.
So,
hey, I sorry. Hey, don't worry. I already stole the Ferrari. You'll still win at roulette when it's all gone.
There's a door opening. He's telling him to wait in the office. Here we go. It's coming.
All right, you go, Laszlo. I'll give him the guy pin the tab. Oh, but she's here too.
So he's saying that we'll tell him at the airport. And so they're coming in.
All right. Setting him up. Here's the stuff here. He's handing it to Laszlo. Ronaldo's gonna come out. Charge the murder.
So, oh,
Oh,
and now Humphrey Bogart has a gun out on Claude Rains. He's telling him to sit down. Under the circumstances, I will sit down.
yeah. Trying to tell this guy and let him know that this gun is pointed right at your heart. He's like, that's my least vulnerable spot. Oh, he called the German.
Mm-hmm.
He called the German officer.
Yep, he called the Nazis.
Hey, it's Hitler on the back.
Had to be
Outrage.
I mean, there are people nowadays that would be so. All the people playing the Nazis, well, not all, but most, like I said, were German Jews who fled the country during World War II.
Well, obviously.
But nowadays, people would be saying, that's cruel to make them play such parts.
Don't give them any ideas. They don't know yet.
They don't know yet. Don't let them know.
But you didn't think about me calling the Nazis on you.
Here it is. So.
Another arguing. He wants to get on a plane. She's like, I don't want to get on a plane with you. He's like, you need to get on this plane.
This is it.
9 times out of 10, they'd answer, yeah. Yeah, if he doesn't go, if he stays to see with him, he's basically saying, hey, stay with me. We're going to jail. We're going to concentration camp.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not tomorrow.
What about us? Well, it's at Paris. You crying over there, bro?
No. No. I'm not crying. You are. It is It is that kind of scene, but no, I'm not crying.
Oh, hold on. He's gonna kiss. He's looking at you, kid.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of saying I love, yeah, all right. So I'm saying I love you. He just says he's looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
She's over there crying or bawling her eyes out.
Nope.
Oh.
He's like exposing her.
All right.
Okay. And so.
All right, we ready to go. The plane's starting.
They gotta go. This airport where they're at right now,
Yeah.
was demolished in 2007. Isn't that sad? That's classic film history right there. Just so he watches them go off. We only have like 3 minutes left of this movie.
I wonder if she stays with him. Probably leaves.
She's leaving on a jet plane. Doesn't know when she'll be back again. Yep. He's saying that I'll have to arrest you. Here comes the Nazi.
Huh?
He has a gun.
Oh, he just
shot the Nazi. The Nazi major. Nazi major.
the plane's turning around.
Yeah. And so
that was an instant kill.
yeah, he said the major has been shot. Round up the usual suspects.
Right.
I don't.
Get you water.
So he pours a drink, puts the bottle down, and we watch the plane take off.
Oh.
It was reported that the shadows of this movie were painted.
Yeah. Ah.
And so, Claude Rains. This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Great.
Oh. The end. That was great. That was better than great. My
Kind of
God.
sad. Kind of sad he didn't go with the girl. You know.
Yeah.
I was expecting Lazo to get like shot and killed, and like those two just leave or stay together. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently there was supposed to be a sequel to this film, but what's her name? Ingrid
Bergman.
Yeah, Ingrid Bergman wasn't available for it. It wouldn't be until
after he died,
until they made a novel that was a sequel to Casablanca. Man, that was a really good movie.
It was. Would I give it a 5? I definitely 5 out of 5.
That's pretty much obvious. It might be one of the best movies of all time.
I do like happy endings though. I mean, and yeah, it's one of those.
It was a bittersweet ending. Because the at the end there, Claude Rains.
Reynolds, yes.
He was saying, "I have to arrest you now," and all that. And then once he shot,
he's like
the major Nazi. he was like, "All right, well, the major's been shot. Round up the usual suspects," and they pick up the body and go. They were going to where was it? Brazil, something like that. And it's the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Right? He's like, you're not only you're sentimental, you're starting to become a patriot, sir. He's like, I don't go with the times.
I am glad we watched that. I think that's the best film we've seen thus far on Friday Night Flicks.
It's a different genre. It's not a horror film. It's not a monster film.
But I still feel like it's the best film we've watched.
I think your Bogart man crush is speaking for this.
My Bogart man crush?
Yes.
Just wait until we get to Nicolas Cage.
Crazy.
Oh.
All right, so I don't want to go any longer than we already have.
That's right. This is about to be 2 hours. We hope you stuck around for at least most of it.
Right.
If you haven't seen it before, what the hell is wrong with you?
1942.
Today.
Yeah, Casablanca, 1942. Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman.
Can't get any better than that.
This is one of the most quotable movies around, other than Top Gun. It's for classic noir. I love that. And then black and white really helped it. I would not want to see this movie in color because it would not feel the same. I love noir movies when it's dark and it's raining and you got the trench coats on. Having it in color just kind of ruins it for me. I love the aspect. It just feels more omnibus. I love that feeling. So that's another reason I kind of like this film too, because it's black and white. Now, if they released in color, it just wouldn't feel right.
No, I do agree.
Yes,
I am glad we watched it. Really am. Apparently, they've made a couple series based off of this movie. That's another topic for another time.
Like I said, when I brought up the gold thing, because that was the Marx Brothers. Yeah. They had their own hotel thing, and the Germans were chasing the spies, and then the spies they had German gold hidden somewhere inside the hotel. So it's definitely worth checking that movie out too. But.
So,
all right.
We want to thank you for joining us. We will be back next Friday with Friday Night Flicks, episode 5. We have no idea what we're watching yet, but if you're watching,
and it'll be our first time.
It'll be our first time. Guaranteed.
Yep.
All righty. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Have a good night.
Remember, stay extreme, Pixel. Extreme.
You.